Morning. What's the problem?
Blocked. We're blasting in this area, Major.
Using dynamite?
Yes, sir. You familiar with it?
Moderately. I know it's tricky compared with gunpowder. What's the project?
The irrigation ditch. We got water on the other side. We aim to bring it down into the valley.
Glasses, Sergeant.
Sir.
You'd be using that defile. First charge at the top, second near the bottom should do it.
Yes, sir. Just about a minute in between. You a demolition man?
Hardly.
Excuse me, sir. But would you be, by any chance, Major Jonathan Eliot?
I am.
Could I... Would it be okay if we shook hands, sir? I'm mighty proud to know you. Excuse me, sir. Morning, ladies. Sorry I got to stop. They'll be blown to bits. Hold it, Major. Stop! He'll never make it.
I'm betting he will.
Hang on, Audra! Hang on! I can't hold him, Audra! Jump! Are you all right, Audra? Yes. It's my leg. I can't make it. Run! Run, Audra. I can't make it.
Nick, I think that's the best-looking woman I've seen you with in a long time.
Mother, Silas has fixed up the guest bedroom.
Thank you.
But first, Madame is going to try the latest thing in Barkley buggies. Right this way.
Guaranteed to stop and turn better than any cutting horse.
And I have some new magazines for you to read.
Oh, thank you. Well, you all keep this up, I may decide never to get well.
If I know you, you'll be tearing up and down those stairs under your own steam within 2 weeks.
Well, I certainly hope so. I know I'm very grateful to Major Eliot. Oh, I hope someone thought of inviting him for dinner.
I did. As a matter of fact, he should be here any minute.
Good.
He's a very courageous man.
Real legitimate war hero. And quite good looking, wouldn't you say, Nick?
Is he? I didn't notice.
I'll bet. Oh, that must be him now.
Audra, your nose is shiny.
Is it?
No, on second thought, I think it's your eyes. Hello, Silas.
Oh, come in, Major.
Thank you. I hope I'm not late.
No, sir, you're right on time and mighty welcome.
Hello, Major. Jared.
Howdy. Hello, Nick.
Major.
Good to see you again, Mrs. Barkley. Miss Audra, you both look just fine.
Please, sit down.
Thank you.
Major, you have no idea how nice it is to see you. Only, how does one thank a man for doing what you did?
By not mentioning it again, please. Seeing you, all of you, is ample payment.
Well, it's nice seeing you again, Major. And if you'll excuse me, I have a few things to tend to.
Of course.
Audra, why don't you pour the Major a cup of coffee? What's your assignment going to be here?
Locating 5 acres of suitable land within easy riding distance of Stockton for a supply depot. Preferably near water.
That sounds like the North 40 to me, and it's not very far from the river.
Well, that's fine. I'll make that my first stop.
And why don't you make our home your headquarters while you're here? There's plenty of room for you and your orderly.
Wouldn't want to impose?
It's no imposition at all, believe me, Major.
And I could be your guide, if you'd like.
Well, in that case, I accept. With your permission, of course, Mrs. Barkley.
Permission granted, Major.
And just how long are we going to be around here anyway, Major?
Oh, it's hard to tell. Listen, I've got an idea. You're not really needed here. Why don't you go up to San Francisco and stay at the Palace and enjoy yourself for a few days? A treat's on me, of course.
Well, thank you now. But I don't think I will.
Why not? You've always liked the Palace. Good service, fine liquor. Maybe even a girl or two you remember fondly.
I'll be all right here. And anyway, you just may be needing me, Major.
Suit yourself.
Where would we be going now?
Not we, me. I'm going to look at that land.
Alone?
I'll have a guide.
A guide? It wouldn't be the girl now, would it, Major?
We won't discuss it.
Come off it, Eliot. Why do you think I want to stay around here?
That'll do, Sergeant.
Major?
Here comes your guide, Major. Do you want to talk about it in front of her?
McQuaid, you don't understand.
Yes, sir, Major. I'll have the other horses saddled in a moment, sir.
Very good, Sergeant. Very good. Good morning, Miss Audra. Interesting. A definite possibility.
It would seem to be just what we need, Major.
Let's not be hasty, Sergeant. How far are we from Stockton, Miss Audra?
About 13 miles.
Could we take a look around?
Of course.
You may water the horses, Sergeant.
Yes, sir.
What do you think?
A handsome view. Is it always like this?
It's especially lovely this time of year.
Where every prospect pleases, and only man is vile.
A soldier who reads poetry?
It has sustained me from time to time when everything else has failed. May we rest here for a moment?
I've been reading Swinburne.
Oh, yes.
Are you familiar with his work?
My favorite lines are from the Garden of Proserpine.
Here where the world is quiet.
No, another stanza.
Which one?
From too much love of living, from hope and fear set free, we thank with brief thanksgiving whatever gods may be, that no life lives forever, that dead men rise up never, that even the weariest river winds somewhere safe to sea. Obviously, that's not your favorite stanza.
No. It's too dark, too hopeless.
And your world is full of hope. Full of bright and beautiful sunshine, isn't it?
I like to think so.
Does the Major have any further orders for me, sir?
No, Sergeant. We'll be moving on now.
Very funny.
More beef, Sergeant.
No, thank you, ma'am. It's the finest meal I've ever had, but I'm all full up.
Well, you figure the land in the North Pasture is what you're interested in, eh?
Well, it's the best I've seen so far, but I'd like to scout around some more, if you don't mind.
Be our pleasure, Major.
My pleasure, really. I've never had a more charming guide.
Sounds like a good job for you, Audra. Regimental guide.
Oh, Ed Masters wants to know if he can come out and do an interview on you for our local newspaper.
Only if I can't avoid it.
That's one of the prices of fame, I'm afraid, Major.
And a waste of time. I gave an interview several months ago in St. Louis. The reporter wanted to know all the gory details of old battles, while I wanted to talk about the things that concern me today. The interview was a fiasco, of course.
What are the things that concern you, Major?
This is not the time or place for an oration, Mrs. Barkley.
I'm sure we'd all be interested.
Well, briefly then. Our cities have become cesspools of ice, and the corruption is spreading throughout the entire land.
Well, now, do you really feel that way, Major?
Yes, and it's one battle I'd be eager to fight.
I've told the Major he should run for public office.
That'll do, Sergeant.
Oh, try our wine. It's from our own vineyards.
Thank you.
Begging the Major's pardon. No wine for you, sir.
Surely just a half a glass, Sergeant.
Oh, no, sir. The regimental surgeon gave me strict instructions. Alcohol for medicinal purposes only, and only in an emergency.
McQuaid is my faithful watchdog. And he's right, of course. My old wounds sometimes prohibit my simple pleasures.